Hello, welcome to another edition After the Whistle, Wednesday, October 9th. Man, we got a good one this week. I'm here, Todd's here. We are joined by Ant Anderson. He's with us today. Oh, snap. First of all, we got to congratulate Ant getting inducted into the Lynn English Hall of Fame. I don't know if they've sent you the info yet, but I know the ceremony is November 7th. But yeah, congratulations on that. About time, though.
For real.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Dick Newton reached out to me, and he told me what was going down when the ceremony was and everything. And I'm going to try to get down there. I do have some things going on, but I'm going to try to get down there. But yeah, long overdue. Long overdue.
Bro, be on long overdue.
25 years. But I'll be honest with you, when I saw the list of people getting in, I didn't feel too bad because why did it take 30 years to get Deidre Jackson in?
It's weird, huh? It's weird. And they're putting in people who got no business being in there. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
Yeah. Hoffman's going in there.
Okay. That's my guy, man.
Yeah, Hoffman's going in there. Yeah.
First of all, he's just now getting in there, too.
Yo.
He's been like the pillar for the media in the city since I can remember. I don't know who's before him.
I just know one of the oldest tapes I've seen of Hoffman was like 1980.
And Hoffman's a family friend too, so
yeah, that's one of the oldest. So he might have been since the late 70s, but the one I saw one from him back in like the early 80s.
Yeah, that's a fact. He's a legend. He should be in every high school's Hall of Fame.
like in high school, everybody wanted to get that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That damn, I can't. It slipped my mind just now. Player of the week.
Player
you know
of the
what
week.
I mean?
Yeah, the football. I think it was like the gold helmet or something like that.
And then we got the player of the week. Like Hoffman player of the week. I don't understand why. But once again, it's all about who's on these boards and personal feelings coming into these things where they shouldn't. Yeah. Only your production and who you are and what you do. That's it.
Some people saw the list. They had the same reaction to you guys. Like, some of these folks aren't already in. Like, it was like, yeah. It's crazy, but
right.
Man, we got some sports football to talk about. If it's finally gonna happen, the Patriots are gonna throw Drake May into the starting lineup, and I just told somebody, I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea, because what Brissett had to deal with the offensive line. Now you're gonna throw this dude in with that offensive line. Only good thing he's more mobile, so he could probably escape more. But man,
but he's way less experienced.
Yeah,
and if Brissett can barely get the ball down the field, they're not even allowing him to, you know what I mean? They're not giving the best chances to even do anything out there personally. You can't convert third downs and you can't get in the red zone. So what are you out there for?
The offense is their issue. Their defense has been playing fine. The offense is their issue, as you said. Can't move the ball downfield, no explosive plays, can't protect the quarterback. The running game has been going downhill, and it's like, man, well, we just got to be struggling as a Patriots fan because they're not going to be good.
Yeah. Well, remember I said this year is like a wash, so we're just seeing how they're going to finish out, and then next year you can gauge where we should be.
Yeah,
I feel the same way about what Todd just said. I feel like this year is a wash. It's Mayo. It's his first year coaching. I mean, we're not going to judge him off what's going on this season, right? Why put Drake May in now? Just take your lumps, play a bunch of unders, a bunch of low-scoring games. Maybe you win some, maybe you won't. Reload the offensive line, get some weapons in the key positions, and then put him in now. This year is a wash.
Yeah, because the way they've been playing, it's like, man, it's hard to watch. And it would have been as bad if Brissett was actually a little bit mobile, but he's one of those. He's a pocket passer. He doesn't want to move, and it's hard for him to even get out the pocket because he once he snaps the ball, there's somebody in his face. So, and also they had a chance to win this game, so it's a weird rule. So if you catch the ball with your back facing the end zone and you drag your toe and the heel ends up out of bounds, that doesn't count as a catch because you got to have the heel in bounds. But if you catch it facing the crowd and you drag your toe and the heel doesn't touch the ground, the heel touches out of bounds, it's a touchdown.
So you said if you catch it backwards and your heel hits first? I mean, what if you catch on your toes and your heels grazed, and kind of like when we save the ball in bounds?
Not a catch, apparently.
What?
Yeah, because that's what happened with that's what happened at the end of the game.
My mom's telling me about
and it looked. I was like, it was weird, but some of these, I don't know. NFL makes too many rules complicated to what's a catch or what's not a catch.
I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
That's true. That's true.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. What? May's gonna get the start this week. Who they playing this weekend? Let me check that real quick before we move on. So, they're playing the Texans, the team with a top 5 pass rush. So yeah, good luck.
Just pray everybody just remains healthy throughout the season.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the change of like pump some juice into the team. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Sometimes teams play like situations like this, a fired coach, a quarterback change. Sometimes they play juiced up, man. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think people just want to see the offense put some points up. It don't matter if they lose. Just put some points up or something.
Quality football.
Yeah.
Patriots solo under for 18 weeks straight, however many games they play, bro.
Yeah. Monday Night Football, the Chiefs and the Saints. Yeah, they're saying the Chiefs right now, like offensively, they're not playing like their best that they've been playing in years just because teams have taken away the deep threats for them. Like they're playing more high safety, but yeah, they're still putting up enough points to win the game. It's not looking pretty, but they're getting it done.
Man, I say that every year about the Chiefs.
Right.
Just talk to them during the playoffs, man.
Right.
I'm sorry, like come on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter how you do it. They find a way to win, and then they find a way to win in the playoffs. So doesn't matter.
And like they add pieces and lose pieces every single season. So they're always trying to figure themselves out the first like 4 or 5 weeks of the season. Then, Mahomes injuring one of the stellar weapons.
Well, he's not out for a long time.
Season,
yeah.
So, it's just they always got to figure themselves out because they're always adding new additions.
Give a lot of props to their defense, though. Their defense is really, they didn't used to be known for the defense.
They was never known.
Yeah, never known for the defense, but the defense, this to start off, even ending last year, the way they ended last year, and then coming into this year, the way they just been, making it difficult for teams to score. I mean, they only gave them 20 points twice so far in 5 games. So it's like, man.
I mean, how long can you rely on your offense? You got 3 Super Bowls already? 4?
3. Yeah.
3? I think it's time for the defense to start coming around.
Yeah, go ahead.
As long as you got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. You got Mahomes. You still got a healthy Kelsey, who he only turns up at the end of the year. So yeah. But yeah, they're gonna be hard to beat. Like you looking at their schedule right now, they got the 49ers, Raiders, Bucks, Broncos, then Bills. Those are like their next 6 games. So.
But I think the biggest thing for me, is Andy Reid. Once he understood how to win a chip.
Yeah,
it was over.
Yeah. Because he was always a genius as far as like
get there. Get over the hump. Now he got the tools to get over the hump every year.
And he got Weapon X.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so so we'll see who could beat them. Sunday Night Football, Cowboys and Steelers, which was actually a good game. I don't know if you noticed it, but the Steelers, their play calling, they be calling plays like they're scared to let their quarterback throw the ball. And Fields has shown, like, when he's given the chance, he could make plays with his arms. But that coordinator, he be, like, scared to call deep throws or just call things to get him on the move to make the passes needed to win. And it's just like, bruh.
But that's been the Steelers' identity since Ben Roethlisberger left, though. And even in his last, 2 years, he didn't really push the ball down the field. I don't know if it's Tomlinson or whoever they have as, offensive coordinator, but that's how the Steelers have played for the past 6 to 7 years, man. They rely on defense, and they only try to score so much, man. They're a hard-nosed, they're one of those old-fashioned teams. I mean, I feel like that's their identity.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Ann on that one. Even before Roethlisberger, that was kind of their identity. Yeah. Kind of just running. They always had issues with quarterbacks anyways, keeping a solid quarterback. So the run game has always been their thing, and the defense. It's like the history of the Steelers has always been good with the defense.
Right.
So and you got Phil. What's his third year? Second or third year?
No, it's like third or fourth.
Third or fourth year. So they're still not sure what player he really is because he's still, learning the offense, still learning his teammates, and they're still not sure what they're gonna do with Russell when he comes back. So they're just trying to win games, and what they 3-1 now?
3-2.
3-2.
Yeah, they lost their last two.
I think
they should be sure what they're gonna do with Russell when he comes back. Leave his ass on the side where he is.
We all agree, but when big money start talking, unfortunately, some guys got to sit. But this is Phil's position to lose, I think.
Oh yeah. He's shown these first 4 games, and then Dallas, they needed this win. They needed this win badly just because of the way they played the last 2 games.
Yeah, on the flip side of that, Dallas is trash.
Yep. They straight box you up. Whatever language you want to say it in. They really are.
I can't. Yeah, they're just not like a well-functioned football team. It's not well run.
It seems like they're low key falling apart from the inside. Like guys got paid, but they should have got paid a long time ago.
Yeah,
and maybe things would have worked out a little better.
And it looks like after every interception, there's like some type of disagreement going on between quarterback and receiver, like a little banter back and forth.
From my experience watching the Cowboys the past few years, the wide receivers be bailing him out. You be trying to
I'm not a certified lip reader, but I swear CD Lamb said to him, "Are you gonna blame that interception on the ball or something like that? Are you gonna blame it on the ball or something like that?" Like, bro, he's not jiving with him over there.
They sick of him. They sick of him, bro.
Yeah,
they sick of him.
It just seems like there's like tension. There's tension going on over there in Dallas.
Think about it when, let's be real, the only person losing games for him usually is Dak. After a while, it gets annoying.
I guess.
But sometimes that whole team, because sometimes they'll be falling down. They'll fall behind like 31 nothing, and then they just.
Yeah, I think the defense is more of the what's wowing everybody right now is how bad the defense is.
Yeah. Overrated defense for sure, because they talk about them like they're like they got all these players, but then they talk about them like they're a top whatever defense, but they're not that good of a defense. Like
only person about Parsons.
Parsons and Diggs.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot about Diggs, yeah.
And Diggs is for making wrong, reproduction choices to person to reproduce with.
I be minding my business with that.
Hey, the Diggs brothers, man, them 2 dudes, them dudes, that's a story for another day. New York Jets, somebody had to be the fall guy, and it turns out to be the head coach. They fired him. They escorted him out the building.
Huh?
Yeah, he came to work.
They escorted him out the building.
Like, is he like a threat? Like, huh? What?
He like 6'5". He a big dude.
But still.
He
knew. I'm sure he
looked like he might punch a couple people on the way out.
You're cool. F you.
He looked like an intimidating. When you that big.
But he looked
tense. Like him and the Lions coach. Like you gotta fire them over the phone, bro. They look intense.
Well, you definitely got to fire him over the phone.
Yeah.
But I think he knew it was coming. I just think he was already setting up his next opportunity. Because he already got it, right?
Not yet, but he will.
I thought he already got it. Somebody else was looking as a defense coordinator, I thought.
Maybe he'll go back to San Fran as a defensive coordinator, but because he was.
Yeah, he knew it. If he knew it was coming, that means it was something internal, right? Because. Like, what if it is 3rd year and last year he didn't have Aaron Rodgers for the whole season? So you just get Aaron Rodgers back. What are we, 4 games in, 5 games in? I mean, you don't get rid of a coach right now. Yeah. You don't get rid of a coach right now for that. Like, there's way more than enough time for them to do whatever, get into the player. Like, listen to how we talk about the Bengals. Why can't the Jets win some games, string together a couple games, get into playoff contention towards the end of the year and all that stuff? There's way more than enough time, yo. something internal. And Rodgers, who was the coach and franchise killer, probably has something to do with it.
Oh yeah, because since Saleh got there, think about it. They drafted this dude, the Cougar snatcher.
Oh yeah,
Zach Wilson. They drafted him. They found out he wasn't a really good quarterback, and then they put Nathaniel Hackett in just because to appease Aaron Rodgers. He's not really a good offensive coordinator. Garrett Wilson, who played, he's complaining.
My bad. But they're saying that Saleh was about to demote Nathaniel Hackett from offensive coordinator, and now Saleh's fired.
I mean, could you blame him? could you blame him?
But Hackett is Aaron Rodgers' guy, right? So.
Yeah, because you're looking at, it's a mess. And then even Garrett Wilson, who, he was playing with Zach Wilson, and they were saying he didn't complain at all.
Nah, he didn't say nothing.
At all with Zach Wilson and how bad Zach Wilson was. But now he's not real happy with what's going on with the offense. And it's kind of like, all right, Aaron Rodgers, like, you doing all this conspiracy theories. You go into these darkness, whatever, and, talk about whatever drugs you're taking. And now you just, this is like your third coach. Haven't gotten along with. They didn't get along with. Started not to get along with Mike McCarthy, Matt LaFleur. They didn't get along with him. That's why he left Green Bay. Now this one.
I mean, he don't have much time left, anyways. Mm-hmm. So I think this next coach that comes in, just do your best to work with him because you only got 2-3 years left.
Yeah. And let's be real, only 40-year-old quarterback that you've seen that could kill it is Brady.
Yeah. And even he was.
Aaron Rodgers is the only quarterback that is not based off wins and losses. You think about Aaron Rodgers, oh my God, look at that pass he threw. He could throw the ball, and you say all type of stuff like that. Yo, this dude has been a winner for 2 seasons.
Ain't lying, bro.
He's one of the most overhyped quarterbacks in NFL history.
He's wild overrated. It's not even close. He's wild overrated.
I agree with you. No, extremely overrated. Because people talk about him, greatest thrower of the ball, greatest this, that, and you got one Super Bowl run on your hand, and then and then you look at his playoff resume. You've been upset more times in the playoffs than you've actually.
Didn't he get every time he won MVP? Didn't he get upset?
Yeah.
Like the first round or something?
Yeah.
All right. He got 3 MVPs, 4?
I think he had 3.
Yeah. Them don't matter no more if you can't win.
And he's coming off an Achilles injury. 40 coming off an Achilles injury.
My point exactly. You don't have much time left.
Yeah. And now you.
Hey, when you watch Aaron Rodgers, when you watch the Jets play, I think Sunday was the first time I watched the Jets game. I usually watch Red Zone more than anything, and then watch the highlights the next day. But I watched some of the Jets game. Every incomplete pass, it's never his fault. Everything that happens is always the receivers. He's going up to the officials. He never just throws a bad pass. It's always something else. It's always something else.
All right. right. But on the other side, the Vikings, though, these dudes, they still undefeated. And they're playing the best football right now out of all the teams in the league right now, offense and defense. And, man, who would have thought Sam Darnold would look like an All-Pro?
I mean, hey.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, he just needed a breath of fresh air and a new setting.
He's got 4 new settings, but he finally found a girl that accepts him for all his flaws.
You think about Donald doing well and Cousins doing well. First Cousins, by the way. Yeah, he no more second, third cousin. He first cousin now.
Oh. Speaking of other
the Vikings look good, man.
Yeah.
They on fire.
Vikings look good.
And I think they've been hitting on their parlays too, so I think people been winning some bread off them.
Oh, okay.
Baltimore and Cincinnati. This game was a shootout. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. Kickers, you gotta make those kicks, man. The Bengals had a chance to win the game. Kicker missed the field goal. I think it was late in the game. He missed the field goal that would have gave them the lead and probably the win. And then
that was it was in overtime. He missed on overtime too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta make those kicks, man. You gotta make those kicks. You got one job to do. You gotta make those kicks, especially when the offense has played their best game of the season. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Lamar throwing the ball 42 times with no interception. That's pretty impressive. But I'm not liking how my man Henry only got 15 carries, man. He need at least 20, 25. Sorry. I don't like Lamar doing so much work when you don't need him to do all this work. What you got Henry for?
Right.
You know what I mean? Bane, bringing pain. You go insane. You gotta do it every week, bro.
The 3-game winning streak for them too, for the Bengals.
I don't mind Lamar doing that much work as long as it's not running.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not running, he's taking hits. I mean, if he's going to pass 40 times, it is what it is. Sometimes Henry gets stifled a little bit, but man, that pitch after the missed field goal in overtime, he was trying to put that shit away. Oh my bad, he was trying to put that game away immediately.
Yeah, we talked about this. When you see Juggernaut coming at you full speed like that, man, you don't want to tackle. And he got that mean stiff arm too, so it's like
that 1-2 punch is crazy though.
That is wild.
Your quarterback being faster than your running back, but your running back being the best running back in the league. Like what?
And then like their skill guys are starting to, their skill players, their receivers, and they're all just starting to now, they're starting to get it too. It's all starting to click. It was Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, Rashad Bateman too. He was supposed to be the guy, Rashad Bateman, but the injuries the last 2 years. But now he's healthy. He's actually, being that other guy, like that security blanket that he needs. So that's one thing they've been saying about the Ravens since Lamar got there. Does he have the receivers that's going to help him?
Does he have the weapons?
Yeah. So it looks like he does now. And the Bengals, hey man, until Joe Burrow cuts his hair and gets rid of that hairstyle, I don't know if they're gonna win a game. I don't know if they're gonna win it. I don't know. That Slim Shady hairstyle is just not it. That might be.
That's why Travis Kelce playing bad, man. These dudes losing their swag, man. They can't perform anymore.
He look crazy with that mustache.
Yeah, he went from swag to a state trooper.
Facts.
Yeah, he went from black swag to white swag. That shit not working.
He look like he'll tell on you, don't he?
Yo, he look like he'll pull you over for no reason. That's what he look like, man. Paul Bart Mall Cop.
Oh man.
A couple more games we got here. As you said, first Cousins and the Falcons. That's why I say Atlanta can't have nice things because they just get too lit. The city's just too lit. They won this game, and I go on Snap and look at my Cousins Snap, and these dudes are just out in the streets having a blast. And I'm like, bro,
they won the Super Bowl?
Yo, that's how they were legit celebrating like they won the Super Bowl. I'm like, this is why y'all can't have nice things because y'all will get too lit for any like little victories. Like, y'all beat the Bucks in overtime.
But that's what happens when you don't win. You know what I mean? When you're not known for winning, you take any little victory as something important.
Kirk, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about the Falcons. Kirk Cousins is my guy, man. He's been my guy ever since he was a Redskin and he looked at that camera and said, "You like that, huh?" Kirk Cousins is my guy, bro. He finds a way to win, man.
Mook's not the biggest Kirk fan.
That's my guy, man.
The only thing I love about Kirk,
he was good. He was good in Minnesota, man.
Only thing I like about Kirk Cousins is that him and his agent, they know how to get that check. They know how to get that bag. Him and his agent.
He finds the money. He finds the money. He finds the money.
Yeah, he finds it. Like even when he was with Washington, that franchise tags, it was like 1 year, 40 mil, 1 year, 40 mil. Oh, hey man, you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Yo.
First few games out there, dog.
Yeah, I think he broke the Atlanta passing record.
Sure did.
Yeah, he might have broke the record for attempts too.
58, 59, 58 is crazy.
Yeah.
That game was just wild.
Hold that, Matt Ryan.
That was just a wild game in general, but yeah, them folks in Atlanta, they too lit. They too lit. I don't know if you saw.
What's up?
Xavier Woods' mama from the Chiefs.
Bro, we already talked about this.
No, not Jaden Daniels.
Oh.
I'm talking about Xavier Woods, the Chiefs.
I don't think so.
The cameraman on Monday night got one flash at her and kept going back to.
I mean, it's a generation of the fine.
Of the
You
fine.
ain't gonna see too many moms that are looking crazy nowadays. You know, especially young the kids in their 20s. You know what I mean? Moms in their
30s.
late 30s, early 40s, mid 50s. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's the generation of fine.
Generation of Mills.
Like for real, like it's what it is. Everybody is straight nowadays. You know what I mean?
Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year so far? The way he's playing,
Who else?
I mean, the way Washington's been playing in general, I don't think Washington's been this lit for a team since RG3's rookie year.
I was gonna say, yeah, they was balling. RGB was there.
Yeah, and then before that was like when Clinton Portis was there, and that was years. Clinton Portis and Sean Taylor was there, but these guys right now, ooh. Best team in the NFC East. They could be a best team in the NFC, but with all those other injuries to other teams. But yeah, they're playing really good football right now, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the Browns. Wasn't much competition because they struggling. Washington looking crazy, but to the Generals' benefit, man, they balling. They've been rolling, bro.
You said the Generals?
I mean, my bad. What I got the Commanders? My bad. They all built. Right?
They're playing good, man. Jaden Daniels got them boys playing over there. Yo, he does a lot of special things. Their offense is hard to stop right now.
They got to figure something out because they can't get down the field. Washington looking crazy. They can't convert third downs.
They might have to put our boy in.
Throw Jameson, man.
They might have to because it looks bad out there.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson's not good. He's not good.
He's washed. Stealing all that money, he's washed, and it's only gonna get worse for them.
And they can't protect him either. So it's either you're gonna get injured or you gotta sit him down.
Or fly into masseuse.
He's not gonna get injured, yo. All massages, he's not gonna get injured. He's fine.
Yo, man.
maybe that'll help him.
He should be the most relaxed dude in the league.
I would say maybe that's one way that might get him to play better. They better start finding him the masseuse.
I don't think he can find one. Not out there. He's on the bed list.
Yeah, no, he's bad. Yeah, they might have to sit him. He's bad. And I know it's a lot of money, but I mean, he's bad.
Type of changes because they just don't look good at all. Nothing's
like
working.
Old school Browns, bro. Looking like the skid mop.
Put them paper bags over their heads. Yep. Like, geez, come on, man. Oh my gosh. We got a couple more. We got some more stuff, but first we're gonna go Athletes Corner with my man Tony Gallo. Chatted with him. This was a while back, so some of y'all gonna see this for the first time, but other folks saw it already. But check this out. We gonna come back. There's some upsets this weekend. What's going on? How's everybody doing? We got another edition of Athletes Corner, and we got a returning guest. We got my man Tony Gallo here. Last time he was here, we didn't really talk hoop that much. We didn't talk about his hoop journey. We talked more stuff about what he's been doing. But now we get into it. We're gonna talk hoops and everything he got going on and all that, man. Welcome back, man.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, man. Always a pleasure to be here with you.
Yes, sir. First, we get into all that. Recent announcement. You will be head assistant coach at Salem State for the girls team this year. What role played? What made that decision?
A couple of different factors, man. First of all, I train a lot of the girls, so a lot of girls work with me skill-wise. Ashley White, the head coach, I've known since she was in high school playing, and It's convenient, man. It's right there next to my gym. I think it was a perfect segue into getting into it. I haven't done any college coaching like that, but this is an opportunity where I can kind of do my role, as we talked a little bit off camera, more focus on the skill development and building the team up, and the behind-the-scenes guy more than the guy right up front.
Yeah, definitely. And this is the head coach, is she fairly new? Is this a fairly new head coach? Or she's been there for a while?
Yeah, she's been there for at least 3-4 years now.
Okay.
She's younger. She's a younger head coach. She's come in and got thrown into the fire, and she's learned a lot. She was a good player. She got a good basketball mind, and I'm just happy to kind of help out and build a culture.
Yeah, and there's they're getting a lot more kids from Lynn going over there on the girls' side to play. I know they got a couple, and then just the expanding of trying to get go deeper into Massachusetts and even out of state to get players. That one thing you might try to help with that, as far as just getting players from out of state or players from different parts of New England to come up there, because it's a small school, but it's a good program over there, just school wise, and with the chance to play basketball there.
Absolutely, yeah. They pull in a lot of girls for the nursing program, so they have a great nursing program. But yeah, whatever I can do to help. I do have some resources where I could bring in some girls in state, out of state. But again, I'm more on similar how I run my thing now. I want to work with who's there, who wants to be there, and let's work. I think we have a potential to have 3,000-point scores this year. Okay. So it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's easy. You can walk there if you want to.
Walk there, right? Start right at Bigger World and walk right in.
Right. Let's go back to hooping. It all started at the Lynn Elementary tournament. That was kind of the big deal. When did the love of the game start for you? I know. I've known you forever since you always had a basketball in your hand. But when did that start for you, the love of the game, and as the development grows?
Right. That's been before I can remember, to be real. Talking to my mom and pops, they put a hoop in my crib before I can walk, so I was throwing that ball up on my back. As you know, my pops is a basketball junkie. Right. He's between the age of 66, 68, plays every day still. But I've loved the game since the second the ball was in my hand, to be real. Right. I can't remember life without playing basketball. So it's basketball's who I am.
Yeah, and especially around here, because everybody that starts playing around here, it's either it might have been the YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, maybe the Greg House. One of those areas that started, and kind of the friendships grew from there. When you first started over there, one of those how were you accepted by the older guys that not that much older, but they're a couple grades older.
Yeah, basketball years is a big age.
Right.
So my journey was a little different. Like I said, I grew up born in Lynn, raised in Lynn, but neither one of my parents are really from Lynn. So I was playing basketball in Boston and Roxbury before I really started playing in Lynn. My dad really had me out there. All his people was out there. Right. So I was playing with grown men at the age of 8 or 9 years old, really not allowed to call fouls, this and that. But I really started finding my niche playing at the Boys and Girls Club. Right. Started going to the Boys and Girls Club. At that time, they had one hoop lower than the other, so we were dunking. And a lot of people don't know, I'm from Mook on the spot. He was probably dunking since 6th grade. I watched him touch the rim at that age, that's for sure. But probably started there, and just the people around, man. Lynn, Lynn's a basketball community, right? So we all kind of gravitated towards each other, whether you're East Lynn, West Lynn, white, black, Asian. It really didn't matter. We found a common likeness, and we ran with it. And we didn't have much else to do. It's just hooping, maybe getting to the store, getting something to drink, but it was straight hooping all day.
Yeah, especially in the summertime. And then we go from there, and then we're getting into as we all getting older, we're getting to the CYO times and all those. And I think those were some of the most crucial parts or times for basketball then, because I don't know if they still doing CYO nowadays.
Not really. Yeah. But that CYO saved me because, again, I went to Washington until 4th grade, and I played on the team with, I think it was Corey Bingham, it was Louis Dominguez, Terrence Terrell. I don't want to leave out any names, but we had a good team. I think we won the whole thing. Stewie Primus was our coach. Yeah. So we had a Hall of Fame guy, and I didn't even know it at the time. But then I went on from 5th to 8th grade. I went to a private school in Danvers. My mom won a scholarship. It was Star Market at the time, right there. She won something, sent us out. So the school I went to didn't have a basketball team. Right. So I relied on Boys and Girls Club and CYO, and that's kind of, and street ball. I got cut from every team after that until ninth grade because I was too street ball. So like, but that's all I knew.
Right.
You know? So I had to figure out how to translate that game into a real basketball game with organization and structure and refs and coaches.
Right.
So that took some time. But the Boys and Girls Club and then CYO definitely did that for me. I played for St. Mary's.
Yeah. All right, and we are back. All right, college football. I didn't watch these games, because I was out and I was catching the updates. Alabama lost to Vanderbilt for the first time in like 40 years. I think this was Vanderbilt's first ever win over a top-seeded team in program history, and they took the goalpost and tossed it in the river.
And they had to pay for it.
Yeah, they walked it down the street and tossed it in the river. The scene was crazy. That looked crazy.
But now I see why they had to pay, because I didn't know they threw it in the river.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I thought you allowed to, bring the goalpost
But
down.
no. Some conferences, if you tear it down, you get fined.
Yeah, the SEC.
Some schools will pay the fine for a game. If you beat Alabama, the school's gonna pay the fine. They don't care.
It's the SEC in general. They don't like storming on the field. They fine schools if for storming on the fields and stuff like that. It's just the SEC.
Okay.
Okay.
But like I said, for some games, some schools will pay the fine.
Okay.
Vanderbilt's fine. They're okay with paying the fine for beating Alabama.
First time, right?
The first
Like
time,
ever?
first time ever beating Alabama in like 40 years, I think.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, and there was some other upsets. That Michigan lost to Washington, I think.
Not so much of an upset, but
that was
Michigan's kind of down, I feel like this year.
Yeah. I mean, you lose all them seniors, and the coach goes, you're bound to have a setback. But
I don't like that. My U's playing with fire though. I ain't feeling that.
that was a good game, though.
They playing with fire 2 weeks in a row, bro. What you talking about?
That was a good game, though. Number 4 Tennessee lost to Arkansas, unranked Arkansas. Minnesota beat number 11 USC. Let me see who else. The U, as you said, they almost lost, but they pulled it out 39-38. It was just another crazy week of college football. So, I think Georgia, they bounced back, they won, but this is college football. You lose Alabama last week, you beat Georgia, and then Alabama loses this week. College football's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. The way this playoff is, you're allowed to have one last week that you can afford to lose. When we were growing up, teams were trying to go undefeated.
BCS, man, BCS.
Man, like 3 or 4 teams be undefeated, and you had a whole issue.
Right.
Now it was just like, we don't got to play this week. We can take this one L, and then we'll still be in the playoffs. I want teams to still go undefeated personally.
And I think there's 12 teams now. There's a 12-team playoff this year.
It's 12 teams, but you still can't take a loss and assume you're going to get in because, like, 5 conference winners with the highest rank get in, and then it's just the highest ranked team. So, like, taking a loss, you can't just take a loss and say you're going to get in because it's 12 now. It's still tough to get in.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of like college sports in general is kind of like getting a level playing field just because of these. Everybody's moving. It's like a free agent every year. Like, players are not staying. They just, who got the most money, I'm going there after 1 year and stuff like that, and retooling and all that. So, yeah, interesting. The WNBA Finals, I think Minnesota is playing Chicago. I didn't watch none of these games, but that's who Minnesota Lynx and I said Chicago. I mean New York Liberty and Minnesota are going to be playing in the WNBA Finals. Minnesota won last night, beating Connecticut. Liberty beat the Aces a couple nights ago. No three-peat for the Aces, so Minnesota could win their first one since 2017, and New York could win their first ever.
I watched that game last night, and they were talking about, like, Connecticut coming back, like they weren't up by 20 since halftime. I don't know. The announcers were annoying me, talking about there's still a chance to come back. The game was over at halftime.
Some announcers just don't want to keep it real. When I'm doing a game, it's, I see the way it's going. It's like, you got to find something interesting to talk about because, you're right. Connecticut wasn't coming back. No. That's that. And then college hoops in a couple weeks. I think it's like 15 days or so. Or 2 weeks from now, college hoops is starting. So I'm excited for that. I'll be at BC on Monday for their media day. Hopefully this year they make the tournament. But I don't know. I don't know.
You said hopefully this year they'll make the tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, BC got this.
The thing with them, like, it's like they're in the season, they just go up and down, and then they make a late run, and then they lean on trying to win their conference tournament to make the NCAA tournament, and it's just
which ain't happening.
Yeah,
you might as well lean on trying to be ranked.
Yeah, so this year they gotta try to get ranked, try to get quality wins, because the way Duke and North Carolina are, it looks like it's gonna be those two teams for whoever's gonna win the conference, and even like Florida State might,
I don't even know. I don't even know if North Carolina is in that conversation. That might be a one-team conversation right now.
You just Duke. But for BC, they need to have a lot of quality wins so they don't have to rely on winning the tournament to make it. Pedro, what we got for boxing updates?
We got, it's fight week. We got again these guys right here. Arthur Beterbiev
versus
Dimitri Bivol this weekend, this Saturday, from I believe from Saudi Arabia.
Okay, every fight's in Saudi Arabia. This poster though, it looks like a most wanted poster.
Arthur Beterbiev has 3 belts, and Dimitri Bivol has one belt.
Hey,
So it's an unification belt.
Pedro, which one was the one that beat Canelo but didn't beat Canelo?
Bivol, the guy.
Bivol.
Yep. The guy on the left.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not the left. On the right, my right, maybe your left.
Gotcha. Now, if he wins this fight, would there be a chance that him and Canelo fight again?
Canelo's been saying that he wants to, avenge that loss, but that's just all talk. He's not going to do that. He's not going to fight people again. When you have a big guy that's good like he does, like he is, usually he's going to win.
No. Gotcha. All right.
And one more thing, so there's some news about this fight. Javante Tank Davis against Lamont Roach. Roach is coming up in weight from 130 pounds. So not a lot of people are excited about this fight.
Including us.
Yeah, nobody.
He's going up in weight. I don't think he's ready to.
Tank is going to win.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for that. Oh yeah. I didn't even talk about this. Jabril Peppers. He was in court the other day for allegedly for domestic violence. Allegedly. That's what they're saying. So. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So he's saying, him and his lawyer saying, we got the girls making stuff up. We got video evidence of everything that happened that Saturday night. So I was like, all right, just wait and see what happens with it.
Yeah, just keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
That's all.
And stop messing with the snow.
This dude over here.
I'm joking.
I don't care what color the female is, bro. Like, I don't know how these guys end up in these same situations all the time. You see this happen to so many. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, this year we've had like at least 3 or 4 situations that's happened. But yeah, it's yeah, you're right. It's crazy how these guys always find themselves in these situations, and yeah.
It makes no sense to me, man. Like, first of all, like Todd said, don't put your hands on any females. And second of all, you got to know how to get out of situations when like it's getting hot, man. When it's not going, when it's shaping up to likely be some trouble, bro. You got to go the other way, man. These dudes are knuckleheads, man.
You got to remind yourself, we're men, but we're gentlemen. gentle men. You know what I mean? So like, there's no reason why you should even be getting physical with a woman. I don't even like arguing with women. Personally, I don't like debating with women. Get your man or something. We have debate, but like, I don't get out my face, lady.
Right. Right. Yeah. There was another one too. R.J. Hampton. He was another one. There was like a video of him like just verbally abusing, I think his child's mother or something. And yeah, it's just another one. It's like, bro.
I mean, at least he ain't put his hands on people. That's the most I can say about that. You know what I mean? You can say you gotta say what you want, but don't put your hands on people. Yeah. But we should be respectful when we're addressing the people we had babies with. But you know, we don't know what the situation is, so
yeah. We got a couple interviews we're gonna go to. Tyler McDonald, Shane Norton, Xavier. Then we're gonna go to the highlights and we're gonna wrap this thing up.
All right, Coach. I talked to somebody yesterday. I said this is a trap game because just history-wise, these players coming here hasn't been real good. But your guys fought through it once again with this slow start. But your defense really stepped it up when those guys were down there. Had a chance to score, but you guys came up with a big stop. What can you say about your defense? That's how big they came up in some of these situations today.
Tonight, defense, they were gritty. Couple big stops, a few on fourth down, some PBUs that should have been turnovers. Up front, especially Tatari, Nate, Jamal Boyd, Jason Prosper, Aiden Soto, he's a freshman. Him and Jamal Boyd are freshmen. And then Orlando Quintana, those guys, they played a big part in tonight's defensive stops and just getting the offense the ball back.
Yeah, your offense, they made enough plays. Zay X running the ball real hard, about 28 carries for them. Shane made some big plays, and I think it was this just you guys made the plays that you guys needed to late in the game to seal this win.
It's just our playmakers making plays in big moments. I mean, X and Shane, those guys are some of the best players in the state. So when their numbers are called, those guys, they just go. And they're so fast, shifty, elusive. It's not easy to tackle those guys. So for them to step up big like they did tonight, it's just kind of expected from us as a coaching staff.
Momentum for you guys. Now that you guys moved to 4-1, got Malden coming up next week. Just how do you like the progression and how you talked about next game mentality, how you like they moved on from that hard-fought game against Raider Lawrence, and this was another hard-fought win for those guys?
I love it because, I mean, if it happens in the future, we'll be battle-tested in that sense. So for us to just be able to finish a game like this and win and then go into the next week, it's good. It's good for us.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
All right, fellas, kind of a slow start in that first quarter. It seemed like second quarter you guys got it going. It seemed like they scored, and then the kickoff return, it seemed like that sparked your team. What you see on that kickoff?
I just got the ball, and I just took off, tried to find something to work out of nothing, and thankfully I got into the end zone.
Your defense, you guys gave them good field position. They got good field position and on their first possession, but the defense kept making those stops. You guys stopped them on fourth at the goal line there. They had a couple fourth and shorts. You guys stopped them. What did you guys tell yourselves in those possessions instead?
We're like a team that really prides ourselves on our defense, and we love that challenge of keeping them out of the end zone that close, and it was a routine thing for us. We buckled down, we trusted each other, and we just made plays when we needed to.
All right, Xavier, man, big day on the ground for you.
Thank you.
About 28 carries over $160, man.
Yeah.
Talk about your game today and just how you run the ball today.
Basically, I just got to give a shout out to my old lineman, man. Without them, I wouldn't be who I would be, man. So, yeah, they just picked up on their blocks. And I got what I got.
Yeah, it seemed like these last two games, especially late game situation, you've gotten the ball a lot. Is that just like what the coaches tell you? Finish the game off like that?
Yeah. Basically, just get the dagger and just take them out.
Like that. We trust them.
The big win for you guys. You guys moved to 4-1 on the season. For 5 games in, got another home game coming up against Malden. How good are you guys feeling right now? How you think everything's coming together for you?
We're feeling real good. Feeling real good. What you feel?
I think our confidence right now is at an all-time high. we're taking it game by game. I mean, I think we're fully healthy next week. We're gonna have everyone. We're excited. Get to go back to the dog pound. Just play another home game. Give the fans something they love.
All right, fellas. Congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it.
Time for the top 10 plays from Week 5 of the high school football season. At number 10, we go to Gloucester, where Jalen Severino takes the carry, hits the corner, and he goes 30 yards off to the races for a Fisherman touchdown against Salem. At number 9, it's a Greater Boston League matchup between Medford and Somerville. Medford quarterback Justin Marino takes the carry, hits the corner, and he's gone. He's off to the races. This was 1 of 6 touchdowns for the quarterback on the day. At number 8, we go to Manning Field with St. Mary's defensive lineman Jake Peterson. He picks off the Cathedral quarterback, and he takes it about 20 yards for a Spartans touchdown in their win. At number 7, once again, it's Gloucester. This one, it's Cameron Motorosi who takes the carry. He hit the corner. He's gone. Gloucester would win it 35-14 over Salem. Number 6, it is Wakefield running back Aiden Jones who takes the carry, and he finds the steal, and he shows off the speed as he goes 45 yards for a touchdown in their matchup against Burlington. At number 5, it is Revere quarterback Danny Hugh who finds Yusef Benahamu for a 39-yard touchdown against Lynn English. At number 4 is Burlington quarterback Anthony Guerria who connects with Ryan Ellis on a deep ball on the first play of the game for a touchdown. At number 3, once again, it is Medford quarterback Justin Marino who takes the carry, and he has a bunch of blockers. He hits the corner, and he goes down the sideline for a 70-yard touchdown, Mustangs. At number 2, once again, it's Justin Marino out of Medford. This time it's on the defensive side of the ball. He picks off the pass, and he goes 40 yards for the pick 6. Medford would win this one over Somerville. And at number 1, it is Lynn English Jr., wide receiver, defensive back Shane Knowlton, who scored 2 touchdowns on the day against Revere. His first one came on this kick return. All he had to do was make one cut, and he's off to the races 82 yards later for a Bulldogs touchdown and their win.
All right, we are back. Ant had to go because he got practice. He got culture duties to do. So you got to thank him for coming along. The city, we went 4-0 last week. The city went 4-0 last week. Tech had the bye week, so they didn't play. But everybody won last week. Classico got a bye week this week, so maybe we could go 4-0 again for a third time this year, man. It's competitive out there. Them boys out there working. So
I'm happy. I'm happy the success going around the city, man.
Yeah.
We like seeing everybody be successful, regardless of how much trash we talk. It's all love, man. We want you all to do well.
Yeah, because I can't be going around here talking trash about people, especially my school, my own school, because I walk around with a paper bag in my head last year, as bad as we were. But yeah, you know.
And we're just trying to motivate y'all to be better than you were yesterday.
That is a fact. So this week's games, English is home against Malden, 5 o'clock.
What?
Yeah, there's a doubleheader. Kip is playing right after. They're playing Little Catholic.
I'm just saying, you might have to drop that to 6, though. I get it. The second game might start a little late, but it's on Friday. Friday night lights. What else you gonna do?
Right. Oh yeah, people have issues with those times too, because people get out of work at 5 o'clock.
You can't even get back home in a decent time.
Right.
You gonna miss the whole first half.
By the time you get there, it's gonna be the fourth quarter.
And a lot of these ADs, they just want to speed the situation up so they can just get it over with. But it's like, why don't you actually care about the people whose kids are actually there? About the parents. They want to support their kids. Like, it's not about you wanting to get things done quick. It's about the parents being able to see their kids, because it's something that it's a memory in life that you won't only have 4 years for.
Def. Yeah, those early starts, man. Especially on a Friday. Thursday, I get it. Friday.
Honestly, man, if you apply for a position in school and you got to control certain things, you just got to deal.
Right.
That's just what it is. You just got to deal. There's no, I want to get this over with so I can enjoy my. No, you got to deal. Or go do another job. What we talking about?
Definitely. So make sure you go out there, check it out,
That's
support the players.
What?
Yo, shout out to my homegirl Laura. She got married over the weekend. It was a great ceremony. I had a blast. It was open bar, 2 nights in a row. Yeah, but
what size were the cups?
No, they was.
You know, them open bars, sometimes they be giving you the little cups.
No. Yeah,
Right.
These weren't the little cups.
Okay, make it sure.
Yeah.
Make it sure.
These weren't the little cups. One takeaway I have on this wedding. So, the way these two ended up together. So the guy he's a musician in Nigeria.
Take 2. Take 1 second.
He a musician, so in Nigeria, so one of his songs, she was emceeing a wedding or something, and one of his songs was playing, and she was dancing to it, and somebody had posted it on social media, and it went viral, and he slid in her DM. Pretty much, he slid in her DM. They started to talking, and that's how it happens.
Now, ladies, if you heard the story, an artist slid in a regular lady's DM who was just supporting his music, and she ain't out him or do nothing weird, they end up being married. Ladies, don't
block your blessings.
Yes, I would say don't shoot the blessings down before they come to you.
Yeah, but
because these are women out here playing duck hunt. Let them blessings fly your way.
Oh boy.
Don't ruin it, because that multi-platinum artist or gold eyes, whoever he is, he might try to make you a wife.
Yeah. In other words, your future husband's in your DMs. You just leaving him on read or unread or whatever.
Facts.
Answer your DMs, ladies. You could be married by next year.
Speaking of that, I gotta check mine too. I'm jumping sometimes.
Happy birthday to my little cousin. She turned 15 yesterday. Shout out to her. Happy birthday to her.
Well, my dad's birthday's over the weekend. Happy birthday, Big T. Oh, yeah? He'll be the big 5'9".
Okay. Yeah, it's a 3-day weekend too.
14.
He doing anything special, or he just gonna work?
But make money, man. Yeah. That's all he do. Make money and chill.
I thought he just have one of his random trips.
Make money, chill, and snore. He's asleep, chilling, making bread.
There you have it. Man, we got to get out of here. We want to thank Ant once again for coming on.
Always.
Shout out Pedro for making this thing go. And yeah, Check us out. Oh, yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel.
Also, too, shout out to Riley for always opening the door for me. I ain't got to wait that long. I'm impatient.
Yo, I completely forgot to talk about how, you know how we talk about Pete Rose, how he passed away? I forgot to mention how when Kane tombstoned him at WrestleMania in Boston.
Oh, man, yeah. We talk about that next show. I got to pee. I'm out of here.